What's going on, fellow fixers? I'm Jeremy and I'm a fixer, and you know that this is the channel all about helping you fix and maintain your home. And generally I come out with videos on Friday afternoons. Well, guess what? It's Friday afternoon and I've just been sort of in a somber mood all week really and all day because we in Florida dodged a gigantic bullet named Dorian this week. You know, they had been saying for last week, like Wednesday or Thursday, that we were going to get hit with a hurricane, and praise the Lord we didn't. But the Bahamas got hit so hard. I can't even begin to describe to you how bad the Bahamas were hit by that hurricane. You know, I've lived through five hurricanes in Florida, 4 direct hits that came over top of my town that I'm from. Two of those were Category 4 hurricanes. And the thing is, in 2017, Hurricane Irma came through Central Florida, and it was a Category 4 storm, but it passed us by in like a 6-hour window or something, 8-hour window. I mean, and the actual eye of that storm passed by relatively quickly compared to Dorian. And in Hurricane Irma 2017, we lost power in my town, in my house. I was out of power for 6 days. So 6 days I was out of power when the storm blew through in a few hours, Category 4 storm. In 2004, I had Hurricane Charlie, which just wreaked havoc on my town. It was actually supposed to go up the west coast of Florida, and at the last minute it turned, came directly across the state. And then a few weeks later, we had Hurricane Francis, and Hurricane Francis was a weaker storm, but dumped rain for a long time. And then Hurricane Jean. If you took the paths of all 3 of those storms, they basically crossed over right on top of the house that I was living in at the time. So it's really unfathomable for me to wrap my head around what the Bahamas experienced. They literally had a Category 5, 185 plus mile an hour storm sit on top of them for 48 hours straight. When I look at the damage that the hurricanes that I've lived through did in a matter of maybe 12 hours maximum time, the devastation was terrible. I mean, I can't even describe what it did to our house when you're talking about a shorter, much shorter window and a much weaker storm. And then you had this one, Dorian, that literally sat on top of the Bahamas for 48 plus hours. They're in a terrible state right now. They are just absolutely decimated. Homes are gone. Businesses are destroyed. They have nothing. There's no power there. They don't have the infrastructure that the United States even has to truck things in, to repair the power lines, to do all that. They don't have it. They're a much poorer country than we are. And so I can't even begin to think about putting out a video today about fixing something around the house, knowing that the people in the Bahamas they have nothing. They have no home left. It's amazing how close the Bahamas are to the United States. You know, I'm in Central Florida, but I'm also a pilot, if you don't know that. Just fly single engine airplanes, but you can actually fly from down in South Florida, Stewart, Palm Beach, and you can fly to the Bahamas in a matter of 45 minutes to an hour. Like, it is that close in a small airplane. It doesn't take long. You can do it on a day trip. You can fly over and fly back. And so that's good for the Bahamas in that there are tons of organizations that are already committed to flying supplies into the Bahamas as soon as they open up the airport. They're doing obviously a lot of search and rescue right now, so airspace is restricted in a lot of ways, but there are organizations who are prepped and ready to fly supplies, food, water, generators, whatever they can get down there. They're willing on their own dime to fly that stuff down there. And so I don't have a normal fixing video today. I just wanted to talk to you about Dorian. Make sure that you realize what a terrible state that the Bahamas are in, and ask you to donate to the cause. If you have time and can get to the Bahamas to help, go. If you have money and resources that you can send, do that. Even if you can only afford to buy some toiletries and a bar of soap or some shampoo, do that. I'm going to put some links in the description below to some organizations that you can donate to, or that you can pack up a little care package and send to. They're going to get those supplies over to the Bahamas as quickly as they can. So if you pray, please pray for the people of the Bahamas. They are in dire straits right now. It is going to be months and months and probably years until they recuperate from this terrible storm. So thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next video.